Welcome to the Afrocentric Woman, where our mission is to inspire Black women to heal core wounds and embrace a luxurious and abundant lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. Let's talk, sis. Peace and love, sisterin. I'd like to talk to you today about working through depression. So if you're experiencing a mild to moderate amount of depression, here's some tips. And these are coming from my personal experience and kind of what works for me. I think it's always great to share tips and tools that work for you. Although, I do encourage you to explore different things that may work for you. If anything that I suggest is incompatible with how you flow, I definitely encourage you to be curious and seek out tools and tips that can work for you as you work through depression. So this is coming from someone who has experienced bouts of depression. Oh my goodness, for many, many years. Varying degrees of it. First and foremost, of course, definitely if you need mental health professionals, reach out to someone. My favorite resource is Psychology Today. I like Psychology Today because it's very comprehensive as far as practitioners, and I like the fact that you can really drill down to exactly what you're looking for as far as your insurance, if you do have it, who offers sliding scale, who offers self-pay, who has the office hours that you want, male, female, race, religion, specialties and methodologies. All of that's all customizable on Psychology Today. So definitely reach out if you need that. But in the meantime, one thing that really helps me make it be a much smoother period of time is that I have a general understanding, because I rest in my divine feminine, that being non-productive or resting it's not evil, it's not bad. It doesn't make you a failure. If your production level goes down, the house isn't as clean as it usually is, the children aren't put together as usually as they are, you're not doing as many arts and crafts as you used to, you're not going on trips, you're not making a bunch of phone calls, you're slow to get back to people, your productivity at work may be down. This is, to me, it's not a bad thing. And if you look at nature, nature is never at a constant production. If nature was in a constant growth state, everything would be totally out of control. Everything, like, we'd use up all the resources and everything would be totally out of control. Everything has periods of dormancy. Everything has periods of shedding. Everything has periods of rest. Everything has periods of barrenness. Everything has periods of literally just nothing happening, of nothingness or slowing down. Even the waves, they go up, they don't stay up, they come down. And one thing that I've learned in life is that depression is it's very cyclical in nature. So the more you study yourself, you might find what type of cycle you are on with the depression. And it helps you to anticipate it. It helps you to line up the resources that you need to nurture yourself through it. So it may help you if you are able to see slowing down and resting, napping, being at peace as a good thing, as a neutral thing, as a positive thing or neutral thing that may help you. And another thing is seeing what it's pointing to and what it's trying to tell you. So is it telling you that you just need rest and you need to slow down? Is it pointing to emotions? Is it pointing to some things that need to be resolved? Is it pointing to some things that need to be said or expressed? Is it pointing to just a period of, hey, let me find out what's really important to me so that when I do get through this period of time, I will be more yet focused on my calling or my focus or my desire, my vision. So it could be a clarifying time. It could be a time to shed things that are no longer serving you. So those are some mindset shifts that may assist you as you work through it. Because one thing that I've learned is that, you know, there are, a base level of things that we have to get through on a day-to-day basis. Oftentimes when I'm depressed, I literally I might want to stay in the bed, or I might want to stay in the house, or I might want to just kind of get away from people, isolate myself. Although I don't think that's completely healthy. And I also don't think it's completely practical. It's pretty much not practical. We have to work. We get an opportunity to work. We get an opportunity to have relationships. We have an opportunity to be involved in community in some way, shape, or fashion. We transport ourselves to and fro. We shop for items that we need, and we move on. So we get to do these things, and at the same time, still being really gentle with ourselves as we know we're working through it. And it's always interesting when you think you're like, oh, yay, it's almost gone. I'm feeling myself. And then you wake up and you're like, it's like, nope, haha, I'm still here. And I just sometimes I kind of, I joke with myself. I'll be like, damn you, depression. Girl, I thought you was about to roll up out of here. You still here? Okay, well, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And I'm still nurturing myself through it. I know I've gotten down to a science at this point in my life. I'm sure there's more things under the sun, but I know what I need to nurture myself physically, mentally, and spiritually. And those are the things that I cling to when I'm not feeling my best. Even when I don't feel like doing them, I cling to the idea that intellectually, I know scientifically that these things are proven to help me. So I will do them, although I don't feel motivated to do them. And that's okay. I'm at peace with not feeling motivated. I'm at peace with all emotions. All emotions are welcome. The frustration, the procrastination, the not wanting to do stuff, the, the anger, the grief, the all of it. I don't, I don't get into a fist fight with emotions. It is what it is. And I know that because I have done it in the past. I've seen other people do it. It is possible to do things and not feel like it. I don't feel like taking my supplements. I don't feel like taking my tea. I don't feel like, doing X, Y, or Z. But intellectually, I know that if I take these supplements and I drink this tea and I do this exercise and I reach out to people that I care about, I know that it's going to keep me afloat. It's going to keep the depression from getting worse. It may not dissipate immediately upon doing it. However, I know that I'm setting myself up for it to remain tolerable and give me the strength to work through it as it passes. And also, I know that I am putting myself in a stronger position for when it does pass, that it can maybe pass sooner if possible, although I'm not totally married to a timeline because it is what it is. But if it goes sooner and whenever it does go, that I'm stronger on the other end. So those are some of the things that I think about and some of the things that I do when I am experiencing a bout of depression. Again, if you feel like you need additional professional support, I highly suggest that you look into mental health services from a licensed practitioner. And you may be thinking, I don't have insurance, I don't have money, it's not accessible to me. And I will say to you, you never know. And it takes a lot of courage. It takes some courage, a mustard seed of courage, some courage to make a phone call. Or you know what, to be honest with you, you don't even have to make a phone call. You can email people. You can go to Psychology Today and you could come up with a script like, hey, this is what I'm experiencing. This is what I'm looking for. These are my resources and I want to know what you have available. And you can send that same message to multiple practitioners until you find the right one. So it's kind of when you don't have information, it seems very daunting. Like it may be like you may be thinking in your head it's $200 a session, and you're like, I don't have $200. Meanwhile, when you reach out, you never know. Somebody could be like, oh, guess what? We got a grant in for such and such and such and such. Or, hey, I'm offering a $25 special for people in your zip code. It's just like you never know what's available to you until you ask. Even if they say, well, it's gonna, you find somebody and you think it's a good match and it's $50 and you don't necessarily have that $50 right now. $50 is something that you can wrap your mind around. And when you have a specific amount and you know what it is that what it is that you need, you're able to wrap your mind around that. So you might be able to put $10 to the side, another $10 to the side, and yet another $10 to the side until you get the amount of money that you need to get those professional services. So don't count yourself out. Don't think that it's accessible to you. You definitely have options. And if you have Medicaid or one of the plans from the marketplace, they have mental health services through those insurance plans. And of course, if you have private insurance, it's quite possible that you have mental health benefits through your private health insurance. And if you feel like you got to meet your deductible and it's going to be so expensive, what you could do is you could call practitioners that do self-pay on a sliding scale. So that way, if that deductible or that co-pay is inaccessible to you, you never know. It could be something out there that you can get a hold of that would be more accessible to you. I just encourage you to get the information, because with the information, your mind is able to move towards the direction that you want it to go. When everything is clouded in mystery and unknownness, our mind can build it up to be bigger than what it is. So thank you for listening. You are not alone, and I wish that something in this video will help you get through your bout of depression. And I would love to hear your thoughts below on what works for you. What would you like? If there's anything that you would like me to elaborate on in another video, I would appreciate you sharing that down in the comments. Thank you so much and for your time and for your attention. Thank you so much for sharing your time and attention with the Afrocentric Woman. Special gratitude to our subscribers. If you'd like to stay connected with this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you like this content, please hit the like button. If you have any comments or thoughts about the content shared, please drop down into the comment section and let us know. Remember, you are worthy, you are enough, you are unique, and you are lovable. And I appreciate you.